Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to break down exactly how you can swap tokens on the open network, or STON, and do it with total confidence and efficiency.
You know that feeling, right? You're all set to make a trade, you're about to click confirm, and bam, the price suddenly shifts. You either get a worse deal or the whole thing just fails. Well, that frustration is exactly what we are tackling today.
All right, let's dive right in. First, we'll look at the big problem with swapping, then we'll introduce the super smart solution that fixes it, and finally, I'm going to walk you through step by step how to make your first perfect swap.
So why does swapping tokens sometimes feel like you're just rolling the dice? Well, it usually boils down to one simple but huge issue, something called fragmented liquidity.
Okay, picture this. Imagine you're trying to buy a rare book, but instead of one giant library, you've got dozens of tiny bookstores all over town. Each one has a couple of copies, each has its own price, and you can only check one at a time. That's pretty much what trading feels like on a fragmented network. And this slide just nails the difference. On the left, you've got all the usual headaches. Liquidity is all over the place, which leads to price slippage, confusing rates, and yeah, even failed trades. But look at the right. When you bring all that liquidity together, suddenly you get a guaranteed price, the absolute best rate, and trades that actually go through.
So let's talk about the solution. This is where STON.fi's Omniston protocol comes into play. And honestly, it is a total game changer for the whole TON ecosystem.
The easiest way to think about Omniston is like a universal price checker for your swaps. It's built to scan the entire TON network for you, so you're not just stuck looking in one of those tiny little bookstores. You're getting the bird's eye view of the entire market. And here's the real secret sauce. It brings all the sellers, all the liquidity, into one single place for your trade. It doesn't just connect to other exchanges, it connects to professional market makers too. This creates one massive, unified pool. And that means much deeper liquidity and way better prices for everybody.
But how does it actually find that amazing price? It's not just peeking at public pools. It uses this really clever process called request for quote, or RFQ for short.
What's so cool about this is how powerful yet simple it is for you. The second you type in a trade, Omniston is like your own personal shopping assistant. It instantly puts out a call to everyone. They all compete against each other for your business, and it just automatically picks the winner for you.
Now, this is probably the most important part if you want to build real confidence in your swaps, especially if you're kind of new to the world of decentralized finance. It's all about getting rid of those nasty last-second surprises.
This quote from the STON.fi team is basically their core promise to you. The price you see on that confirmation screen is the exact price you get, period. No slippage, no surprises. That deal is locked in tight before you even sign the transaction.
And this guarantee is possible because of a really powerful feature in smart contracts called atomic swaps. The name kind of says it all, right? The transaction is atomic. It's an all-or-nothing deal. This is what keeps your funds safe no matter what.
So this system gives you two rock-solid guarantees. First is atomicity, which we just talked about. The second is refundability. If for some reason a market maker doesn't respond or there's some network glitch, the whole trade just gets canceled and your funds go right back to your wallet. It creates this zero-trust environment where you're not trusting a person, you're trusting the code to protect you.
Okay, so now you get the why, and you know about all the safety guarantees built in. Let's actually walk through the how. You're about to see just how easy making your first swap really is.
And that's literally it. It's just a simple four-step process. But in the background, Omniston is doing all the heavy lifting, running that RFQ process, comparing all the quotes, and picking the absolute best route for your trade. All you see is a great price and one little confirm button.
So let's just wrap this up. What does all of this really mean for you as someone using the open network? When you use a liquidity aggregator like Omniston, you're not just stuck in one small isolated pool anymore. You are tapping into the power of the entire network with every single trade you make. It ensures you get the best possible deal every single time.
You know, this is the kind of tech that makes decentralized finance more fair, more secure, and just more accessible for everyone. It gets rid of that fear of hidden costs and failed trades, and that opens up a whole new world of possibilities on TON. The only question left is, what will you do with that newfound confidence?